점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해.
What's up everybody, it's me Jack Asian. Finally decided to do a real life deck profile video of the deck that I've been posting a lot about and no duels of. So it's my current and probably almost close to final build of Harpie ladies. And since I finally got the stuff in that I need, thank you Super Genji, I decided to put this deck IRL and try it out. And this is current build right now. And Steampunk Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna be the one doing the deck profile because I'm actually very camera shy for some reason, and I'm doing a Yu-Gi Tube page. I don't get it, but
what's up YouTube? Steampunk Yu-Gi-Oh here on Jack Asian's channel. Jack Asian being the cameraman, of course. And now I'm gonna get around to doing his deck profile, but first I have something to show you guys. This is the deck we're gonna be focusing on. Ulti Harpie Queen, pretty of course. So let's get to the deck profile. This is abnormal to most current Harpie decks. Most current Harpie decks play like some random ass number of wing beasts and stuff, but this is actually a very solid and stable build. So first we start off with 2 Rescue Rabbits. This build is a lot like solidly based on Dino Rabbits. So you run the occasional 2 Rescue Rabbits. Because if it was at 3, you'd run 3, but we play 2 because it's at 2, standard for the build. And the vanillas we play aren't dinosaurs, but they are in fact Harpies. Yeah. These guys come out with Rescue Rabbit. You play the field spell that he runs, pops the back row, so it's like you Rescue Rabbit into an MST. You're summoning an MST. How pro is that? So
it's like Breaker, you have to activate effect, and Lila you have to activate effect. But just summoning an MST, that's pretty good. That's the half the idea of why I built the deck.
Valor that. So 3 Harpie ladies. The other vanilla we run 3 Sonic Duck. He runs 3 Sonic Duck because he likes to go rank 3s, because rank 3s provide a lot of answers to the meta and stuff like Acid Golem, Tempo, Zen mains, anything. Like rank 3s are essentially a toolbox in their own. So 3 Sonic Ducks. And of course you can get this through Rescue Rabbit, so you can Rescue Rabbit for like a Zen mains or something. Who wouldn't want to do that? Now for the effect monsters, we have 3 Harpie Queen. She counts as Harpie Lady on the field, and you can pitch her, like Commandant or Warrior of Atlantis or whatever, to get a Harpie's Hunting Ground from your deck to your hand. And of course T-King stops that, but that's not important. 1900 beater. When the field spells out, she's 21 beater, if I'm correct.
Yes.
She also counts as Harpie Lady, as I said before, so when she enters the field spell pops the back row, so you summon even more MSTs, so you're running like 8 MSTs.
In essence.
Who wouldn't want to run 8 MSTs? I want to run 8 MSTs.
Hating them back rows.
Yeah. We play Taurus Sluts and her family members. He plays 1 Night Assailant just for that extra tour guide target, and it can be a quick pinch. Nice answer to generic stuff that gets in the way. And of course, Sangan to search out Rescue Rabbit. Alright, plays 1 T-King because it's a floater, light target for the BLS he plays, and it's all around good card. 1 Miss Valley Soldier, level 4 tuner, also a floater, gets around Zen mains or anything your opponent puts into defense. And if you play it right, you can go for like Thought Ruler or Stardust or something with this guy. So he's a really good card. He's a wing beast, so you can do shenanigans with him. He gets pumped up to 19 under the field spell, so he can crash with the T-King if you really need to get off that whatever you need, BLS, Dark Some Orb. So 1 Miss Valley Soldier and 1 Spirit Reaper to round off the floaters. Reaper is to get around like Dino Rabbit and 6 Ams and stuff that don't play enough answers, like monsters that can't be killed. It's like Laggy, Crash into Spirit Reaper, or Doka. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna wait here for a while and gain card advantage. So T-King, Miss Valley Soldier, and Spirit Reaper. 2 Valors. Valor's really good this format. A lot of people don't think he is. They prefer Maxi. They're fucking crazy. Don't listen to them. Valor's always good because you can banish it for BLS. You can synchro for whatever you need. It's just all around good card. And it's a hand trap. Yeah. The other hand trap we play is Crow. Crow's really good. I've been main decking it in Chaos Dragons I was playing. If you guys looked at my deck profile, you saw I was maining too. He likes to main 2 because of Dark Simorg, and just because, is that it? And to get rid of like Groffas and stuff.
And Hornets and other unnecessaries.
Hate that graveyard. Hate that graveyard.
So yeah, DD Crow is always a good option over.
So
other
two,
stuff.
so 2 crows, 2 Veilers. Even over hand traps. For the boss monsters, we have BOS, classic boss monster. You wouldn't find a deck that ran a boss monster that wasn't him. But BOS is great all-around boss monster. Gets around himself and Esagolem or anything stupid like that. It's a 3 grand attacker, so gets around things over 29. Because Simorg, play 3 Simorg, is really good, really consistent in getting off the Simorg. 27 when it comes out 29. Can go Big Eye and stuff like that with him. You'll see that later. And banish a Wind and a Dark from your graveyard, summon him like a Chaos monster, but they can't like Judgment or T-King him because he's an effect. And you can banish 1 of each attribute from your hand to special summon him from your graveyard. So he's really good at 3 because your opponent can't set things, so you can just go ham on them. So you're like, Simorg, and then they're like, oh no, I can't set my trap cards. And you're like, you can't set your trap cards. So 3 Dark Simorgs. He also has a fine preference to 3 Dark Simorgs too.
Yeah. Just because it happens to be fairly easy, surprisingly, for me at least.
As for the spells, got classic staples. Don't really need to explain these. If you don't know why these are in here, you should know. Got 2 of the field spell. We play 2 because 3 can be cloggy. I think I convinced him of that early on, and he probably found that out himself. So yeah, just 2, and plus it's searchable, so you never really want to draw into it. You always want to search into it. And instead of MSTs, he plays Night Beam, because Night Beam does quite a bit more and a bit less than MST. Can't be activated on your opponent's end phase, but your opponent can't activate the card it targets. So if you target like a Compulse or a Lance or something, they can't chain it.
Also, Night Beam, if you decide to build this deck yourself, it's interchangeable with MST, so that's at your own discretion.
So 2 Night Beam. For the trap lineup, we have the Solemn Brigade. Classics, 2 Warnings and a Judgment. All the negate you need. And then plays double Bottomless.
Yeah.
Looks really cool through the goggles.
Those goggles.
I got confused for a second. I was like, that's not Bottomless. Okay, so 2 Bottomless, pretty much standard. Stops monsters, stops big things, stops scary things. Stops BOS, Chaos Dragons at Red MD. So 2 bottom line.
Or if you're still playing Mermail, stops that stupid, Abyss Megalo that I keep pulling out of packs.
Yeah, Megalos. So 2 bottomless. And these 2 traps are just one-ofs. 1D Prison. I don't know why he plays 1.
Because you know why? Sometimes I don't want to use Ultras. Now I have 3 D Prisons now, but I'll probably change it out later.
And 1 Call of the Hunted. Call of the Hunted, I've loved this card ever since I started playing Executives this format, and even now that I'm playing Heretics and Chaos Dragons, I love this card in pretty much any deck. Because it's like a Monster Reborn in its own sense. So 1 Call, 1 Priz. And also gets back that Dark Simorg or BOS if you need it.
Or Spirit Reaper if you're almost going to die.
Alright, so let's see, we got the extra deck for the deck. This extra deck's kind of weird because it plays pretty much standard stuff, but it plays it in an unstandard way. First off, we got Catester. Basic synchro. Go into it with Valor. Another synchro you go into Valor with is Armory Arm. These are the basic ones you'll be going for if you decide to build this deck. If you decide to net deck, please give him credit. Sonic Duck and Harpie Lady or whatever, with DD Crow. And Miss Valley Soldier, or Effect Valor and Harpie Lady, The other 2 synchros he plays, Thought Ruler, Scrap Dragon. 8 stars, go into these guys with Miss Valley Soldier and a level 4.
Or Effect Valor and Dark Simorg.
Yeah, but your level 4, so you're going to synchro Miss Valley Soldier with the MST you just normal summoned. So your opponent should be lacking back row to stop these. He plays Thought Ruler over Stardust because Stardust is just too easily gotten over, if you guys are wondering. He plays Maystroke. He plays Utopia.
Looks all unorganized. Forgot to fix that.
And there should be a Papal Operative somewhere.
Oh, it's in here, I believe. There it is.
Papo Operative and Roach. These also act as chaos targets or Simorg targets.
Well, the Roach does.
These act as chaos or Simorg targets.
These, sure, fine, whatever.
He's just the chump that gets all the, garbage. He's like, oh, I'm going to summon this guy because I'm going to go Simorg next turn. He's going to die. And then he sits there and then he doesn't die and he actually does his job and you're like, good job, Roach. So the generic rank 4 is these guys and then Roach for fun. It also helps against Chaos Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Reason why I got it.
Rank 3s he plays Zen mains. If you don't know why he runs Zen mains, you should probably run his Zen mains. And see what it does. Levier brings back that rabbit so you can get them ducks. And that's what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Gets ducks. Leviathan Dragon beats over anything these guys can't beat over. Acid Golem beats over anything he can't beat over. Tempo gets rid of this thing that neither of these want to beat over.
Yeah.
And then Giga Brilliant make these things stronger so they can beat over stuff.
Yeah.
And he's a light, so you can banish him for BLS. And yeah, all this is pretty much standard except for Giga, and he's just a light, so that's why he plays him.
Mm-hmm.
And the last card is number 11, Big Eye. Goes 2 Dark Simorgs, go into this guy.
It's merely backup.
Yeah, he says this is like last chance scenario, like all options gone scenario. If he has to burn 2 Simorgs to get this guy and take like a really big monster from his opponent, he's gonna do it. He's gonna at least try. And then I've heard stories from him where he even went this guy, took a guy, and then went another Simorg. And it's like, that's just broke. Big Eye's broke in general.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 Big Eye.
Because, like that one kid, you can't play Brain Control.
I mean, Brain Control's a good card.
It is a good card. Alright, now to my side deck options for the time being.
His sideboard is kind of like his sideboard is built like
It's
how he would want, like his sideboard is built that of, if he would have mained these cards, he would put these in. Like if he wanted to main these cards.
Yeah.
Like, I know the Patchies, he would side them. You wouldn't really want to main them, so they're legitimate for the sideboard. So got 2, got that Dino Rabbit, Dark World,
6 Hams, Mermail.
6 AM, Mermail, Wind-Ups, Gear matchup. Got him right here, and then they're going to Papo Operative it, and he's going to be like, kaboom!
Hi, Jerry!
Got 1 T-King and 1 Reaper, again, because like he'll be like, I'm going to, this guy's going to beat my face, and I'm going to drop the T-King I main for a Reaper, or I need to stop him from searching or special summoning, so I'm going to take out the Reaper for a T-King, interchangeable parts in the side deck. That's probably what I should have said earlier. The side deck's very interchangeable with the parts in the deck. So, T-King, Reaper. 1 Gorse. Gorse pretty much, he should have been in the main deck, but not every deck can main Gorse, so he's pretty much sides it, because nobody will really expect it if he doesn't play Gorse. Game 1, and he sides into it, and they attack, and he's like, Gorse. And they're like, man, I thought that was a Trag. So 1 Gorse. 2 Prohib, one of my favorite cards in the game. Stops your opponent. Hated your explanation of it, but name a card, your opponent can't use it. If you really know your opponent's deck and you know what they're playing and you can cripple them by just that 1 card and you can keep Prohibition on the field for that long, you'll win. You'll definitely win. If you know how to use this card, you'll always win. 2 MST to interchange with Night Beams or whatever else you need.
Or add-on.
Yeah, for that extra back row hate, you summon MSTs, you're activating MSTs, you got the Night Beams, you got the Field Spell, got all these things to destroy them back rows. 1 Mind Control to take control of random things to exceed with them. Maybe go into Roach off an opponent's monster or something. Go into Big Eye off a Priestess and a Simorg and take another monster. Sounds pretty legit. So 1 Mind Control. And again, these cards look like cards he would put in the main deck, and he probably hasn't found room, and he want to try some in the side deck to see if he, they help at all. And then 2 Debunk, because this card's great against like Chaos Dragons or Dark World or Mermail or pretty much anything. that does stuff from the hand or the graveyard, especially against Valor or Maxi. Like, you're like, Rabbit, and they're like, Valor, and you're like, I don't believe in Valor, debunk it.
It's about right.
2 debunks. And 3 Soul Drain to murder Dark Worlds, to murder Mermails, to murder all that shit. Shit bad. So 3 Soul Drains. He was thinking about dropping 1, but he probably won't because Dark World's too menacing, and Mermails, he doesn't expect much from them, but they still could come out of nowhere and sneak a win. So 3 Soul Drains. And that's it for the deck profile. I'm happy to sub in for Jack Asian anytime. And as usual, Steampunk Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming at you, YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be about like right here somewhere. Just click right there. Alright. So yeah, Jack Asian, thanks you Steampunk Yu-Gi-Oh! For subbing in for right now. Probably post another video about tech that I chose, didn't choose, and might add, change, whatever. Just comment on that video and this video about stuff that you think that might need to be changed about the deck. Right, so see you for part 2 if you guys are there.
오빤 강남스타일